Yeah. We must have hit a keyboard shortcut of some kind that tells us how big the window is. But it will read 5 headings, 1 link, or however many headings you are, just so the person who is reading it right when they open the page gets some idea of how big this page is going to be. The next thing we're going to fix is there's this list down here, and it looks completely it looks completely fine to us, but as you can see, the 4, 5, 6, and 7 weren't highlighted. That's because they are in a list, while the 1, 2, 3, and 8, and 9 are outside of the list. Now, if JAWS was to read this, it would read it, it would
1.
sound...
Offer text equivalence. 2. Present synchronized multimedia. 3. Remain independent of color. List of 4 items. 4. Stay.
Alright, and as you can hear, it started with list of 4 items at number 4, and 4, 5, 6, and 7 are 4 items. It doesn't sound like it would be too bad, but if you were navigating to this link, which JAWS also lets you do, it lets you navigate between lists. If you were navigating to this list...
Wrapping to top. List of 4 items.
It would only...
4. Stay independent of style sheets.
It would only tell you list of 4 items, and it would start out at the number 4. So this is actually a really easy fix. If you go to Adobe Dreamweaver,
File ///.
and you can tell that this is like this because the 4, 5, 6, and 7 are a little bit more indented than the 1, 2, 3, 8, or 9, and they don't get highlighted when you highlight over them. So if you highlight over the entire list and you right-click, you can go to List, None. That'll take all the list elements out of that list, and you right-click again, go to List, Ordered List, and then you can just delete the extra 1, 2, 3, 8, and 9. And now we have a fully accessible list that anybody with a screen reader can jump to and navigate fairly easily. If we read it.
Lang. Heading level 1. What is Lang? Section 508 requires that electronic Lang. Heading level 2. A list of 9 items. 1. Offer text equivalence. 1. Offer text equivalence. 2. Present synchronized multimedia. Remain.
And as you can hear, it said a list of 9 items. So when somebody is navigating through lists,
Wrapping to top. List of 9 items.
like that, they can jump right to the list and know exactly how many items are going to be in that list. The next thing we're going to fix is headings used for, or tables used for layout. Now, as you can see, this is all in a table, and as you heard before, and we can play for you again.
Lang. Heading level 3. My home page profile. Table with 5 columns and 4 rows. Graphic. My thoughts second. My thoughts are profound. Green is my favorite color first. These are the thoughts that pass us by. They lighten up the day. Table and end.
And that is not supposed to be content that's within a table. And this is also a fairly easy fix. So if we go to Adobe Dreamweaver,
File ///.
and I should mention right now that content that's supposed to be in a table should be tabular data. We have another table under this, and that's the content that should be in a table. It's something where it has name, age, birthday, and then a list of each separate thing. So we can just pull this information out of the table. If we highlight over that, pull that out. Now my thoughts is going to be in H4. So after we pull that out, we can just right-click and make it an H4. And then we can pull out the graphic. And then pull out first. While first is going to be an H5. Pull out second. And second's going to be an H5. And then we can go ahead and delete the table. Now, this doesn't look the exact same as the table layout does. And there is a way to make it look the exact same, but that's a little more advanced. And if you guys have any questions or want to know how to do that, let me know after this presentation, and I can explain it to you. Another thing we can do is this picture of Jeff right here. It just says graphic when you read over it. If we read over it.
Lang. Heading level 5 first. Lang. Heading level 4. My thoughts graphic.
And as you can hear, it just says graphic. So
Lang.
So we need to give it some alt text. And the way
File ///.
And the way we can do that is if you just highlight the photo and you right click on it, go to properties, the property window will come up, and right down there it says alt, and that is what the screen reader will read to the person after it reads graphic. And since it says graphic, the screen reader already knows, or the person using the screen reader already knows that it is a graphic, so they can just say Jeff in a pink fuzzy hat, and yes. And if you preview this now and start from my thoughts.
Blank. Heading level 1. What is section 508? What does that section? A couple of example. My home page profile. Heading level 3. Heading level 4. My thoughts. Graphic me in a pink fuzzy hat.
And it'll tell the user that this is a graphic of Jeff or me in a pink fuzzy hat. The next thing we can fix is the other table. We go down.
File //.
Now with the other table, if you read it, go ahead. Read it through? Yeah.
Blank. Section 508 require blank. My thoughts first. Set people you should include heading level 3. People you should know heading level 3. Heading level 3 people you should know. Table with 3 columns and 3 rows. Name, age, birthday, Jackie, 5 April 5th, birth date, January 14.
Now, as you could hear, if the table was very long and there was a lot of columns, you might get confused as to what the 5 and the 8 meant, because it doesn't say what they are each single time.
5, Jackie.
Yeah.
Column 1, row 2, Jackie.
So a way we can fix this is we can make
File //.
is we can make the name, age, and birthday table headers. And the way to do that is you can either highlight the entire row or you can highlight a single cell. And you go down there and you just click the header. That makes it a table header. Now that they're table headers, if it reads through the table,
Blank. Table with 3 columns and 3 rows. Name, age, birthday, Jackie. Column 1, row 2, name, Jackie, 5.
and
Column 2, row 2, age, Jackie, 5.
there's a keyboard shortcut that screen readers can use that will read them the table header of the cell under it. And they will get more information about it as long as the table has table headers associated with it. Another thing that is very important to do is to make scopes for the table headers. Let's say we had name, age, birthday, and then we wanted to make Jackie and Beth table headers as well because they have to do with 5 and April 5th.
File //.
The screen reader would have no idea that Jackie and Beth would be associated with the content on the right. It would read the beginning cell normally, but it would have no idea that Jackie and Beth are table headers for the information on the right. And a way we can correct this is with scope. Now scope is hard to do in design view. So we're going to show you how to do it in code view real quick and then show you how to make a table in design view that already has scopes associated with it. Now if we can make the design view or the code view a little bigger please. We go to the THs and we just do, the TH stands for table header. Those are the ones that we made table headers, the name, age, and birthday. And we just give it an extra thing that says scope equals, and then the 2 options we have for that are row or call. Row means it goes across, call means it is associated with the up and down. And a way to do this without having to go into code view is to make the table the right way from scratch. So if you were to just go to insert and go to table, these right here where it says header, none, left, top, and both, none will give no table headers. Left will give table headers to all the left hands, to the entire left hand column and give them all scopes of row. Top will give the first row all table headers and give them scopes of call. And then both will do both. And you can just hit OK, and they automatically have TH scopes, as you can see in the code view. And you just need to fill in the information in the design view. And one of the last things we're going to fix is links. This link down here says click here. Now that is very bad for accessibility because if you can navigate through links as well. So if you were at the very top of the page and you navigated through links.
Land, section 500, tab, click here, visited link.
That gives you no information about what that link goes to or anything about that. Even though there's a more information thing right above it, as someone using a screen reader to just go through the different links, all it would say is click here. So we need to give that a little more of a robust meaning
File
for
slash
that.
slash slash.
And instead of click here, we can say, you can visit this website for more information about accessibility. And now if we were to navigate through,
During website development to a list of 9 items. Tab, click here for more tutorials on accessibility, visited link.
and as you can hear, that made it a lot more accessible and a lot more meaningful to screen readers when they just go through links. And this page is now fully accessible to screen readers. And if we go ahead and read through what we read through before, starting at a couple of examples.
Visited link, click here for more tutorials on the click. Heading level 2, a couple of examples. Heading level 3, my home page profile. Heading level 4, my thoughts graphic, me in a pink fuzzy hat. Heading level 5, first. These are the thoughts that